So basically the stream part is has to be done. So are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I thought of doing the stream with some examples, because that will explain in a better way the stream. So you can read the programs, right? You can read it, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So see here, so we had took a string. So it's basically a multi-line string over here. So if you have to take a multi-line string, you have to give a code like this. Yeah, please.
Will you please enlarge font a little bit?
Yeah. This is okay?
Fine, sir. Yeah, thank you.
I can go. Oh, it's going out of screen now. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir, it's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So this is a text. It's basically a multi-line string. So normally the multi-line string, we give it like this. So what is the objective here? So for the timing, I'm telling the objective, but for next question, like I'll ask, so what is the objective? You need to give me the objective. So we set a filter. So from the given text, we need to find out the particular words whose length is more than 5, right? So we are taking the string, we are splitting the string with a space. So whenever I'll get a space, I'll split it. So I'm basically extracting the word from the particular given text and putting into a list, right? So I'm putting it into a list. It's called a word. Now I want to convert the list into a stream. I want to convert the list into stream. So it could be done two way. First thing with list, with the list interface or the collection interface rather, we are having a method called as a, it's basically a list.stream, right? Inside the list, you're having the stream method. So with a particular object of list, you can call the stream method, which will convert your list into a stream, Now why I shall convert a list into a stream? Anyone? Last day on Tuesday I was discussing this thing. Anyone? What is the need? Instead of having a list or a collection, I still need a stream. Yeah.
Sir.
Utkarsh. Yeah.
Sir, maybe we can do parallel processing, like some sort of. It was
Yeah, we can
discussed
do a
that-
parallel processing. That's one thing. But here I'm not doing a parallel processing, right? But still, what is the benefit of having a stream then? Because you can understand with the what also, I can have a for each kind of loop, right? And I can find out which is greater than 5. So what is the benefit of having a string? So stream basically lets you do it in a declarative way. So it defines the function not only for a single element, it says the particular function will be applicable for all the elements within the stream. So if I want to apply a function, with the collection type, that's my list type over here, I need to fetch each element. With each element, I have to do the operation, then maybe I have to print it, right? Whereas if I consider it as a stream and I say filter, it means the filter will be applied for each and every element implicitly. You don't have to say how the operation will be done. So that's the thing. Whenever I consider it as a list, I'm working in a imperative way. That's I'm saying fetch the element, do this operation, then do this, right? Whereas here we go a high level way. That's basically I specify in a declarative way. I say I need to filter out the elements where the length becomes greater than 5. But how it has to be done internally for each element, how we'll do it, that's your job. I'm not responsible for it. So I specify the operation on the entire stream. Now how it will be applied for each element, I'm not bothered. So that's the benefit it. Rather than implementing this filter yourself, you can depends on the stream. Stream will apply it for each element. So this will convert your list into a stream. Now we are setting up a filter. So filter will check each element of the stream. It's like a stream is flowing. It's flow of the words, right? Each word is entering into the filter, and filter is deciding, will I pass it or I should block it, right? So I say, if you fulfill this condition, so if for each word W, if it fulfill this particular condition, then I'll let it flow out, right? Go out of the filter, otherwise I'll block it. Now next what I'm doing, I'm putting a count. That means like this, how many elements are extracted or came out of the filter, I want to get a count, right? So ultimately what it gives me out of entire text, how many words you have that is having a length more than 5. That's having a length more than 5. So at the end, I'm printing count. So just if I run this, you can say there are 15 words like this here. But what will happen if I don't put the filter? Anyone? What will happen if I don't put the filter?
It will count for every word, whatever the count
Yeah,
is
it
there.
gives the number of words in the given text, right? It will return the number of words in the given text. So all the words, right? It will count all the words. So it gives you the number of words in the given text. So that's 53, right? Is it clear? Shall I move next? Hello.
Please,
Yes,
please.
sir. Sir, I had one doubt.
Yeah,
So,
please go on.
like basically, we can say the main purpose of using stream instead of collections is to use declarative style
Yeah.
of programming.
Yeah, imperative means you need to define for each element how the logic has to be implemented, right? Explicitly, you have to say, you have to give a if condition where you have to extract the element, then return true or false, something you have to do, right? But here, like use a filter, give the condition, automatically it will do for everything. So you don't say how to extract or filter it out. You specify there has to be a filter with the condition. That's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So there is another way you can get a stream. You can get a stream out of a, I'll give you the program as it is. So what I'm doing, I'm having all the program over here. You have to comment, you have to remove the comment to run the code. So instead of giving different files, I have done everything in a single file. So this is the same thing actually. So previously we had list dot stream kind of thing, right? Which is non-static method. So you have to create a list object first. Along with the list object, you have to call the method, the stream, right? So list will be converted to a stream, but you can do it with a stream class also. Inside the stream class, there is a static method called as a off, right? What it will do, whatever the, so you can just make it as a space. So this is basically a that regular expression statement. We haven't done, so I'm not writing it. So text dot split, whenever it will get a space, it will split it, and this will generate an array, right? This will generate an array, string array. Are you getting it, what I'm telling? The output or the return of the text dot split is a string array. Are you getting what I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this stream dot off will convert the given array into a stream. This stream dot off, so you can say it's like this. It's a string, right? Then it's a ARR text dot split. So text dot split will do what? It break a single string into multiple string, right? It break the single string into multiple string. So that's why the split function returns what? Split function returns a array of strings. So it will store all the words of your given text. So this array will be converted into a stream. Rest of the part is same. So you can fix up a filter, then ask for a count, it will give you the count. So I'm not running it, you can check it out. This is another way you can generate a stream out of a collection or a array. Okay, so next.
So just one doubt I am having.
Yeah, please.
Sir, in the previous text,
Hmm.
you are using that 3 quotes. Is that having any significance?
Multi-line string.
Okay.
Normally, whatever string you have used, you have to give it in a single line, right?
Yeah.
Double quoted thing. Yeah, multi-line if you want to do, then this is how we do it.
Thank you.
Okay, next is generating the stream. So previously we have seen how we can convert a list to a stream, an array to a stream. Now let us look for how we can generate a stream. So there could be there are two functions which can generate streams. Right now we'll learn two. One is generate, another is iterate. So a simple generate do what? Depends on your statement given over here. It generates a stream. So it is a lambda. So what does it means in lambda if you give open close bracket?
No inputs.
Yeah, no argument, like no formal argument given. So it's a void. Argument of the function is a void, right? So you're assuming you're having a function which do not have any input, like any parameter, which just print what? Which prints hello, which prints a hello. Now, as it is a stream, if I don't put any condition, it go on printing a hello in a infinite loop, right? So that's why I need to limit it. So let us try to do what will happen if I don't put this limit. Stream means it's a flow, right? It's a unending flow kind of thing, right? Like a river. So it's go on printing hello, right? So you want to put a limit somewhere, like how many hellos you want. So that is what this is supposed to do. So what I do? So there are 5 hellos, right? So I'm putting, okay, you stop after printing, after generating 5 hello. So I stop it over there. Then I ask for it to print each of the elements generated, right? So this is how I do this. Next, we're going to see. So if you are not getting anything, please stop me because I feel these are a bit easy. So I'm not asking you got it or not. So this is we have already seen. What will happen if I don't give a limit? So let us go for this. Okay, what this will do? Remember one thing, this for each returns a void. Don't try to use any function inside the for each which returns something, right? So here I use a println because it returns a void, right? So don't use any function inside the for each which returns something. You'll get a may face a problem. So what this will do?
So it will print 10 random numbers.
It will print 10 random number. Oh, sorry, I haven't saved it. Right. So if I want the number to be generated between something like a 0 and 100 and 99, what I should do?
Sir, we can multiply mat.random by 100.
Yeah. So how to do that here? If you want to modify an element, I should use a map, right? So I think this element is I. So I implies to 100. So
Yes,
for
sir.
each number generated, multiply with the 100, then do the rest of the operation. So it's basically called pipelining. You have to give step by step what you want. Right? Got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, like if we want to make them integer, so we need to use another map, or we can do that in the same map.
I need to, I'm
Need-
not sure. I have to check it out. Maybe I can do it over here itself, but cannot assure. Just because these return types are very difficult to remember. Yeah, it's working. Right, it's working. Okay. Okay, so this one, this is with a iterate, right? So it's look like a for loop kind of syntax with a comma, not with a semicolon. So what exactly is it saying? Start from 0 and each time increment with a 1. So it will generate the first element, that is a 0, and next time 1, 2, like this, until and unless I put a limit on this. So it's say starting from 0, generate 10 elements. Generate 10. It doesn't say 10 is the limit. It said number count should be 10. The count should be 10. And whatever the number you have generated, print it. Whatever the number you have generated, print it. So 0 to 9, right? 0 to 9. Okay. This is another way, putting the limit inside your iterate only. So it's very close to your for loop kind of thing. But remember, it do not have any semicolon. It's having all comma. So I'm putting the condition within the iterate only. So I'm not putting the limit. But remember, it says the value must be less than 10. But here I say the number has to be generated. The count should be 10, right? So that is the difference. So these also will print 0 to 9. Right. So, okay. So any doubt? I'll go next then, if you don't have anything.
So the last one, will you please explain?
Yeah.
First one is a condition and second was is a increment, correct?
Here it is,
No.
if you
next
have two arguments, the first one is initialization, then increment. Then next one, initialization, condition, increment.
Okay.
Just like a for loop.
For loop, yes.
Yeah. Okay. This is. I'll comment the second part. Let me discuss the first part. Okay, you can just go through the first part and tell me what should be the output, because everything explained, whatever I have used. Anyone, what should be the output?
So it will first filter out all the words that are having length greater than 5,
Hmm.
and then it will print the till index 1.
It will print the first character. 0 to 1 means first character. From the 0th position, 1 element.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Yeah. So it will print the first character of all the words which are greater than 5. It will print the first character of all the words which are greater than 5. Do you have any problem? No. So let us check out. Okay. So with the comments, what is the issue? Something I haven't commented. I think it's okay. Something forgot. So first is S, right? So if you look at 5, more than 5, this is 6 character, right? So first character S, then C. This is content 6 character, right? So this is how it is filtering. I think it's fine, right? Okay. Yeah. What this is going to do?
Print squares from 0 to 9, like
Yeah.
0
Print the
1
square of 0 to
4.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you can also put a filter or something over here, and just remember. Okay, I'll do it in a different way. I'll show it in a different way. Okay, let me go for this. This is a bit big. Comment this part. Okay. So before you read the program, just a brief discussion so that you can do it faster. So this particular get char list, this function do what? It takes a string, right? So it is split with the empty string. What it will do? It will split each and every character. So all the characters will be extracted out of your string, right? And it becomes a array of string. So if I have one, if I say split, one will be O will become one string, N will become one string, E will become one string, right? So each of them will, each character will become individually one string. So I'll put it over here in the S array. Then I create a list of the string, and each element from the array I'll be adding into my S list, and I'll return the S list. So what exactly get char list is doing? It taking a string, converting it into a list of string, where each element inside the list of string is individual character of the string. Now what I do, I create a list which is an array list. I add 2, 3 strings, 1, 2, and 3, right? Then don't see this part, you may be getting confused initially. So what I'm doing, I'm converting the list into a stream, right? So inside my stream now I'm having 3 elements, 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm saying map. So map, I'll call which function? I say it is get char list. From which class? I want to invoke it from the class ape class. Get char list. So this function will be called. This function will be applied for each of the element in the list, right? So it will be applied for 1, it will be applied for 2, it will be applied for 3. So what get char list will do? Get char list will give you again a list of string. Then I say convert whatever you are getting to a list. This do what? This basically convert a stream to a list. So list dot stream will convert a list to a stream, and collect function will convert a stream to a list. It will convert a stream to a list. So inside the collectors, like to list means it will convert a stream to a list type. If you say to map, it will convert it to a map type. So please glance through once, like read through once. It's a little difficult. So if you see the output, you can understand it. I'll show you the output, but before that, just read it out once. And if anyone can explain it, I will be very happy before seeing the output. What is happening actually? So anyone like what will be the content of the stream? What will be the content of this stream? The stream will have 1,
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
3
2
list element.
and 3. But once I called this getChar, now how the stream will be there?
It will split it into individual character strings.
And character string will come as a again array list, right? So see, it will come as a O N E. So this is the after applying to getChar list. You're getting this because it returned it from of a list, right? It split it, then return the thing as a list. Then it will give you something like this. So what it is actually, it is basically list of a list. Are you getting? It is a list of a list.
Yes.
Because this is a list. Now I do what? I split each string into characters and create again a list. So that's why the return type is getting into list of string. Right? So that's why the return type is coming as a list of string. But this is a very important program. If you don't understand also right now, please practice it many times. Then again ask me in the next session. Oh, again comment problem. Somewhere I have forget to comment it. Yeah. Yeah. Now, sometime I want the array should be inflated. Like instead of a two-dimensional kind of thing, I want it in a single list. I want it in a flat list kind of thing. So in that case, basically, I have to struggle a lot to find a good example so that I can show you the difference between the map and flat map. So see, I have done everything the same here. Only the difference here, I'm using a flat map. If you do a flat map, instead of generating whatever you're having it over here, the flat map do a simple thing. It takes this and make it as a flat list. In a flat list in the sense, a single list instead of list of list. Right? So it will become something like this. This is flat list supposed to do. So the same thing. What happened?
So Arup sir, I have a
Yeah,
extended question if I may.
yeah, just 1 minute. Some error
Yeah,
is
sure.
coming. Just let me check out. It should not. Oh, no error. No, it's a. Why I'm telling it's a error. I'm seeing the previous one. Yeah, it's coming like this. Yeah. Himalash. Yeah.
Yeah. So the extended question is, will this getChar list work? Here we have applied in a like two-dimensional or a second level, so that we have received a list of list, getChar list.
Yeah, getChar list always returns you a list. So for each element, you will get a list only.
Correct.
Right.
So
But
will this work for 3, 4, 5, maybe extended?
it should work.
level?
I haven't tried, but it should work.
Okay.
Yeah, it should work for multi-level also. So that's basically the map do. Then this will flat it.
Yeah, this will basically remove
I
all the
think
level.
it will work. Yeah, I think it will work. I haven't tried it, but I think it will work.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Can you explain line number 132 and 134 again?
Line got changed 131. This is
List of list and that collect. Dot collect.
list of list is difficult to understand from here. This is you can understand. No, you will get a stream. This is a list converted into a stream.
Yes.
So what the list will have? List having these three things, right? 1, 2, and 3. 3 strings. Now using map, you apply this function over each of this string, right? So the moment you will apply this get char list, the particular string will get split. The string will get split, and it will be split into again a list. It's a list of string, right? So that's why each of them will become a list of string, right? So what I'll call it in total from here to here. So inside that you're having a list of string, and again it is a list. So it is list of string, right? So that is why the data type is given like this, list of string. So it is itself a list which containing again a list of what? Strings.
Answer line number 133. That is dot collectors to list.
Yeah. So dot stream to what? Dot stream convert a list into a stream.
Yes.
Convert a list into a stream. But how do I convert a stream into a list? This is how I do. Yeah, it will convert a stream into a list. So this is the stream you're getting. So I'm
This
converting
collectors
this
is
stream
a-
into a list. Yeah.
Collectors is a class.
Collect is a function. This collect is a collectors is a class. So inside that you're having the static methods like this. If you say to list, it will generate a list. If you say to map, it will generate a map. If you say to set, it will generate a set. So in the next week, Sarah has explained all those things. Like this is here we are only considering the list, but what about if you have to have a map? If what about you have to have a set? So those issues are basically covered up on the week 9.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so next things are quite simple because difficult part we have done. Only the difficult part is flat math. It takes a lot of time to understand. Yeah, the first question. I'll comment it. Yeah, first question. Anyone?
So is it first 20 numbers and that is a skip of 10?
Yeah, so what it will print?
It will print just 2 numbers.
It will just skip first 10 and from there till 20 it will print.
Okay.
So from what to what?
10 from 10 like 11 to
Yeah,
20.
11 to 20. Yeah. So it generate the words from 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, which I'll limit to 20 numbers. Then I say out of this 20, skip the first 10. For rest, you do this. Right. So this is what is happening. Okay.
Can we skip first latter 10, next 10, 11 to 20 by the same code? Is there any way?
What you're telling at the next 20? Yeah,
No,
you can do
first
that.
10 I want to keep and next 10 I want to remove.
You can do that. But it's not a skip. Drop while I is I equal to 10. After 10, you want to stop, right? You want to do what? You want to print first 10, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sorry. It take while. It's basically like a while loop.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It's basically while loop. Yeah.
So I think using this
You can
probably,
you
yeah,
can
sorry.
yeah, sorry. So just one more
Mhm.
option.
Yeah, yeah, please.
You can just use a filter also. That's much easier. If I
That's right.
LT a
First
filter,
one.
yeah, you can say
Filter them.
I equal to I should be less than 11. Done.
Sir, why would we like limit to 20 then take first 10 or last 10?
No, just showing all the options. It's nothing like that. You can, yeah, I can understand. If you want to use a take while, you may remove the limit. There is no point because it itself will check out like it should not go beyond 10. Yeah, you're correct. What you're telling.
Yeah. So what I was asking is regarding last probably
This one,
last few numbers,
last.
last say 5 numbers. So how to capture those?
Again, can you repeat? I'm not getting.
Yeah. So in this particular case, we will run the loop till 1 to 20.
Yeah,
What if I just want to take last 5, which means 16, 17, 18, 19, 20?
I'll skip the first 15.
Which I don't know, like what is the limit? I mean, is there any way just in decreasing order I can take the last instead of skipping?
Instead of skipping, also you can do. Yeah. But you need to say you want to print form 15. Rather, you have to say that's possible. Form 15, you can do it.
Okay.
But you want to say for the moment I cannot figure it
So
out like how it will happen. But if you want to say
yeah.
15 to 20, it's fine. But you are going to say
So my
whatever
question
the
is,
range may
I don't
be.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what is the
basically I
end?
don't know the limit. I'm just inputting the limit from user, so I don't know the limit, but I just want to print last 5. So in that case, I don't know the limit. If this is like user input, yeah.
Got it.
And I just want to know like what are the last 5 numbers.
Got it. So you want like this, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you don't know it is 20 because user will put something.
Correct.
Right.
Agreed. And next.
It is capturing your element on the context. So the n is already declared on the context. So you are using that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. This one I have already discussed. No, take while. So whenever the condition is true, it will print it. When the condition is true, it will print it. So it will print 1, 2, 3, 4. It will print 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not showing this because it's again simple. Drop while. Anyone?
So 5 to 15.
Yeah.
So basically it will drop till the condition is satisfied. Then from there on it will
drop whenever the the condition is not set. Yeah, satisfied. Yeah.
satisfied.
Correct.
And then
Yeah, correct.
from there onwards it will consider all the figures.
Yeah. It's always confusing. True or false. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay. This is again with the random. You can check it out. I'm not explaining this because this is very much simple. Okay. So here I'm generating the random numbers. How many? 10 random numbers. And I'm putting a filter, the random number out of 10, I'll only consider the random number which are less than 0.5, which are less than 0.5, right? And then what I'm doing as the double values, so I'm using the compare to that abstract method which is defined inside the comparable class. Compare to is in comparable, no? Or comparator?
Comparable.
Comparable.
Comparable, yeah. So comparable class interface. So using this, it find out max. So return has to be a double, because whenever you're searching between a double, the return has to be a double. But this will be explained in detail in the next week. But any chance like why it is optional? Optional means any idea, like guess or anything?
Just in case out of whatever limit, if we are not getting any value, then it may return.
Yeah,
like
there is no
smaller.
max, right? So max will return nothing.
Yeah, right.
So that's
So that is the
basically
reason it
optional
is
will do.
optional.
It will have a double if it returns. It will have nothing if it is a, it's basically an optional dot empty, like nothing. If it doesn't have, like it may happen because of this filter, your stream doesn't have any value at all. So in that case, max will return what? It is a stream of no value. So there is no max. But if you make a return type as a double, you have to return a double, right? That's a compulsion you have. But this optional, let us keep that. So if you don't have anything to return, you say no return. If you have a return, say it's a double, that kind of thing. So all these functions basically work like this: max, mean. So we'll do it in much detail. So this is the value we are getting between 0.5, which is the highest value. So you can just replace with a min, then average. There is something average. I don't know it's a summary or not. I cannot remember. Then you're having the first element of the list you can print. So all those things you can try out.
So this is not clear to me. Will you please explain?
This is max part.
That optional part.
Yeah. See, if I see, you have to understand all these are functions actually, right?
Yes.
This filter, limit, all are actually functions. They are defined somewhere else, but you are using it in a lambda way, right? Now what max should return? If the stream consists of a number of double elements, so it will find out the maximum element, which is a double, it will return a double. It's correct, right? Got it.
Yes, sir. Got it.
But what about your stream do not have any element at all? What it will return? What is the max?
That nothing is there, so it will be null, no?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. If you don't have anything, you don't have anything to return as a double, right?
Yeah.
So that is what this optional type lets you. It makes the return as an optional. Means you may return a double or may not return anything. Something like this. It's a optional return. So it will be discussed in very detail in week 9. So there is enter one lecture on this optional only. So I'm not going in details, but it is something like it makes the function may return, may not return, like this.
It's applicable to non-primitive data types only.
It's not like that. You can use it anywhere, but you need to know how to use it.
Okay, sir.
Right? So it is applicable for these functions like max, mean, average. Average also, if you don't have element, what is the average? Like that. Then first element, you're going to find out the first element of the list. Suppose there is no element at all. So what is the first element? So these kinds of things are basically solved in a much more, you can say, type safe way over here. So that it may return anything, a valid element, or may not return anything at all.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you.
So we are done today. So anything from your side, you may ask now.
So you are sharing these codes, no?
Yeah, but may not be today. I'll give it to tomorrow, sure. Because I need to ask the team to upload it, I think. So anything else, anybody? Or otherwise, I think it's done. Bhaskar, are you there? Okay, so if you, I think he's not there. So if you don't have anything, we may close it. Or if you want to discuss anything, it's fine.
No more questions, sir. Thank you for the session.
Okay, thank you. So we are done today. Okay.